Have you ever written down a prayer and then forgotten about it, only to find it months later and realize it came true exactly as you wrote it? Most people never experience this because they skip the single most powerful step in manifestation. They pray with their lips, but never with their pen. And the Bible tells us exactly why this matters. In the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2, God gives a direct command that most believers completely overlook. He says, "Write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that reads it." This is not a suggestion. This is a divine instruction for manifestation. Florence Scovel Shinn called this the magic wand principle. She taught that the act of writing transforms a wish into a decree, and a decree is what the universe must honor. But here is where most people fail. They write vague prayers. They say things like, "I want more money, I want to be happy, I want a better life." And then they wonder why nothing changes. The prophet did not say write the confusion. He said write the vision and make it plain. Plain means specific, clear, unmistakable. When you make it plain, you remove every excuse your subconscious mind has to block your good. Today, you are going to learn the metaphysical science behind this ancient command. You are going to discover why writing down your desires is not just helpful, it is absolutely essential. And by the end of this teaching, you will understand how to use your pen as a spiritual tool to command your financial reality. Let us start with the uncomfortable truth. Most people are praying from a place of desperation, not faith. They are asking the universe to fix their lack instead of claiming their abundance. And this is why their prayers bounce back unanswered. In the New Thought tradition, this principle is absolute. You cannot demonstrate your good if you are operating from fear or doubt. The subconscious mind does not respond to begging. It responds to declaration. When you write down a prayer that says, "Please help me pay my bills," you are reinforcing the belief that you are broke. You are telling your subconscious, "I am in need." And your subconscious, being obedient, will keep creating situations that match that belief. Now let us look at the prophet Habakkuk. He was not living in peaceful times. He was surrounded by violence, corruption, and injustice. He cried out to God, "How long must I call for help, and you do not listen?" Historically, this was a prophecy about national survival under the threat of Babylonian invasion. But metaphysically, it revealed a universal law of manifestation. God did not respond with comfort. He responded with a command: write the vision, make it plain. Why? Because Habakkuk needed to shift from complaint to clarity. He needed to stop focusing on what was wrong and start declaring what was right. This is the first metaphysical principle. You cannot attract what you refuse to define. If your desires are foggy, your results will be foggy. If your faith is vague, your manifestation will be vague. The universe does not guess. It delivers exactly what you consistently hold in consciousness. And if you are holding confusion, you will get confusion back. Catherine Ponder, one of the greatest prosperity teachers of the 20th century, emphasized this same truth in her work. The prosperous person is always definite about what they want. They do not leave it up to chance. They write it down. They speak it aloud. They claim it as already done. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. When you are clear, the universe can be clear with you. But here is the deeper block. Many people avoid writing down their desires because they are afraid of disappointment. They think, what if I write it down and it does not happen? Then I will feel like a failure. So they stay vague on purpose. They keep their prayers general so they can never be proven wrong. But this is spiritual sabotage. You are protecting your ego at the cost of your abundance. The teaching is clear. Your word is your wand. But if you never lift the wand, you never work the magic. Writing forces you to commit. It forces you to believe. And belief is the bridge between desire and manifestation. When you refuse to write, you are refusing to believe. And without belief, nothing moves. Florence Scovel Shinn tells the story of a woman who came to her in despair. This woman was facing eviction. She had no money, no job prospects, and no family to turn to. She was at the edge of collapse. Florence did not offer her sympathy. She offered her a pen and paper. The instruction was direct. Write down exactly what you want. Not what you fear, not what you lack. What you want. The woman hesitated. She said, "But I do not know what I want. I just do not want to be homeless." Florence stopped her immediately. She said, "That is fear talking. Fear cannot create. Only faith creates. Now write what you do want." So the woman wrote, "I have a beautiful apartment with sunlight and peace. I have a job that values my skills and pays me well. I am safe, secure, and financially free." Florence made her read it aloud 3 times. Then she told her, "Now put this paper somewhere you will see it every day. And every time you look at it, thank infinite intelligence as if it is already done." Within 2 weeks, the woman received an unexpected job offer from a former colleague who had moved to another city. The job came with relocation assistance and covered her first 2 months of rent. The apartment she found had large windows that faced east, filling the rooms with morning sunlight. She later told Florence, "I did not just get what I wrote down. I got it exactly as I imagined it when I was writing. This is not coincidence. This is law." The concept known as the law of preparation teaches, when you prepare the way in consciousness, the outer world must conform. Writing is preparation. It is the act of claiming your good before it appears. It is faith made visible. But notice what the woman did not write. She did not write, "I hope I find a place to live." She did not write, "Maybe things will get better." She wrote in present tense. She wrote with certainty. She wrote as if it was already hers. This is the secret that most people miss. You do not write what you want to happen. You write what is already happening in the invisible realm of divine mind. Emmet, another great metaphysical teacher, explained it this way. The moment you accept your good in consciousness, it begins to take form in the physical world. But if you waver, if you doubt, you delay the manifestation. Writing is the antidote to wavering. It is the anchor that holds your faith steady while the universe arranges the details. The deeper teaching reveals that writing activates the subconscious mind in ways that thinking alone cannot. The subconscious is like a faithful servant. It will do whatever you command, but it needs clear instructions. When you think a desire, the subconscious hears it. But when you write a desire, the subconscious sees it, hears it, and feels it. Writing engages multiple channels of perception. It makes the instruction undeniable. Now we come to the heart of the teaching. Habakkuk 2 verse 2 does not end with, "Write the vision." It continues, "Make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that reads it." This phrase holds a profound truth. When your vision is plain, meaning clear and specific, action becomes effortless. You do not have to force yourself to pursue your good. You run toward it naturally. Think about this. When you are confused about what you want, every decision feels exhausting. Should I take this job? Should I invest in this? Should I move to this city? You are paralyzed because you have no clarity. But when you have written your vision and made it plain, decisions become obvious. You instantly know if something aligns with your vision or not. You run toward what matches, and you walk away from what does not. The metaphysical wisdom teaches, clarity is power. The person who knows exactly what they want moves through life with ease. The person who is vague struggles with every choice. This is why making it plain is not optional. It is the difference between drifting and directing your life. Let us break down what plain means in practical terms. Plain does not mean complicated. It means you could hand your written vision to a stranger and they would understand exactly what you are claiming. If you write, "I want financial freedom," that is not plain. What does financial freedom mean? $10,000 in the bank? $1 million? No debt? Passive income? The subconscious cannot work with abstractions. It needs concrete instructions. Here is a plain vision. I have $20,000 in my savings account by December 31st. I am debt-free. I earn $6,000 per month from work I love. I live in a home that feels peaceful and abundant. Every word is specific. Every word is measurable. This is plain. Louise Hay, who studied under many metaphysical teachers, including influences from this lineage, taught, affirmations work when they are specific and present tense. You are not trying to convince yourself of something false. You are aligning with a truth that already exists in divine mind. Your job is to make that truth plain enough for your human mind to accept it. But here is where many people stumble. They make it plain, but they write from lack. They write, I want to get out of debt. This keeps you focused on debt. Instead, write, I am financially free and prosperous. Feel the difference? One is focused on the problem. The other is focused on the solution. The teaching is firm. You cannot demonstrate freedom by dwelling on bondage. You must dwell on the desired outcome as if it is already yours. Now let us talk about the tablets. In ancient times, tablets were permanent. They were not written on paper that could be crumpled or lost. They were carved into stone or clay. This was a commitment. When you make your vision plain, you are making a spiritual commitment. You are saying to the universe, this is what I claim. I am not changing my mind tomorrow. I am standing firm. Catherine Ponder's work with treasure maps and prosperity boards demonstrated this principle powerfully. When you create a physical representation of your desires, you are making a covenant with your good. You are telling the universe, I am serious about this. And the universe responds to seriousness. It responds to commitment. Finally, understand this. The vision is not just for you. It is for everyone who reads it. That is why God told Habakkuk to make it so plain that anyone who reads it can run with it. When you write your vision clearly, you inspire others. You give them permission to claim their good too. Your clarity becomes contagious. This is the ripple effect of making it plain. Modern neuroscience confirms what the ancient prophets and metaphysical teachers knew. Writing programs the Reticular Activating System, or RAS, in your brain, the network responsible for filtering what information reaches your conscious awareness. This filtering mechanism determines what you notice and what you ignore. When you write down a goal, you tune your brain to seek out opportunities, resources, and people that align with that goal. Dr. Gail Matthews, a psychology professor at Dominican University, conducted a landmark study on goal achievement in 2007. She found that people who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them than people who only thought about their goals. But here is the critical part. The people who wrote their goals and reviewed them regularly had even higher success rates. Writing is not a one-time act. It is a daily discipline. This principle was understood long before neuroscience proved it. The teaching emphasizes, repetition is the key to impressing the subconscious mind. You must saturate your consciousness with your desire until it becomes your dominant thought. Writing is the tool of saturation. Every time you write your affirmation, you are deepening the groove in your subconscious. You are making the path clearer. But let us go deeper. Why does the brain respond to written words differently than spoken words? Because writing engages motor memory. When you move your hand to form letters, you are creating a physical imprint of your desire. Your body is participating in the act of creation. This makes the desire feel more real to your nervous system. It is no longer just an idea floating in your mind. It is a tangible action you have taken. The prosperity tradition teaches students to write prosperity decrees every morning. The instruction is clear. Start your day by writing what you are claiming. Do not wait until you feel like it. Do not wait until circumstances look better. Write it now. Write it when you are afraid. Write it when you doubt. Because the act of writing shifts your focus from what is to what is becoming. Now here is a common mistake. People write their vision once and then forget about it. They think, I wrote it down, so now the universe will handle it. But this is not how the law works. Writing is the beginning, not the end. You must return to your written vision regularly. You must read it, speak it, and feel it until it becomes your automatic thought pattern. The guidance is specific. Carry your written affirmation with you. Read it in the morning. Read it at night. Read it whenever fear tries to creep in. Let it become your mental diet. The mind must be fed just like the body. And if you feed it truth, it will produce truth. If you feed it fear, it will produce fear. Think about this in financial terms. If you are constantly reading news about recession, job loss, and economic collapse, you are feeding your mind fear. Your subconscious will then create experiences that match that fear. But if you are reading your written prosperity decree every day, you are feeding your mind abundance, and your subconscious will create experiences that match abundance. Emmet made this point clear. You cannot keep two sets of books. You cannot affirm prosperity while dwelling on lack. You must choose, and writing helps you choose. It gives you a physical reminder of what you have chosen to believe. When doubt comes, you do not have to fight it with willpower. You just read your written decree. You let the written word do the work of realigning your consciousness. One more insight. Writing slows you down. When you think, your mind can race through dozens of thoughts in seconds. But when you write, you are forced to focus on one thought at a time. This focus is what gives writing its power. You are not scattering your mental energy. You are concentrating it on a single point. And concentrated energy produces results. Let us bring this all together. The command in Habakkuk is not ancient history. It is a living instruction for you today. Write the vision. Make it plain. This is how you take control of your financial reality. This is how you stop drifting and start directing. This is how you move from hoping to knowing. The teaching shows that manifestation is not about begging the universe for crumbs. It is about claiming your inheritance as a child of infinite intelligence. And the way you claim it is by making your desires known, specific, and undeniable. Writing is your act of faith. It is your declaration that you believe your good is already yours in the invisible realm, and now you are calling it into form. Here is the metaphysical resolution. You are not creating something out of nothing. You are revealing what already exists in divine mind. Every desire you have is a signal from your higher self that something is ready to manifest in your life. But you must cooperate with the process. You must define it. You must write it. You must make it plain. When you do this, you remove the blocks in your subconscious mind. You stop the mental arguments. You stop the wavering. You become a clear channel for your good to flow through. The prosperity wisdom declares, when you write your desires with faith, you are signing a contract with the universe, and the universe always honors its contracts. But you must hold up your end. You must believe. You must act as if. You must prepare the way in consciousness before it appears in form. This is not magic. This is law, and law is reliable. So here is your assignment. Take out a piece of paper right now. Write down one financial desire you have been too afraid to claim. Make it plain. Use specific numbers. Use present tense. Write as if it is already done. Then read it aloud 3 times. Feel it. Thank infinite intelligence for it, and commit to reading it every single day for the next 30 days. Watch what happens. You will be amazed at how quickly your external world begins to shift when your internal world is clear. The legacy teaching leaves us with this powerful truth. Your word is your wand, but you must lift the wand. You must speak the word. And most importantly, you must write the word. Because when you write it, you make it real. You make it plain. And when it is plain, you can run with it. You can move forward with confidence, knowing that what you have claimed in faith must come to pass in form. If this teaching resonated with you, subscribe to Florence Scovel Decoded. Join the community of manifestors who are reclaiming their power, rewriting their stories, and living the abundant life they were always meant to live. Every week, we dive deep into the metaphysical laws that govern prosperity, love, and success. Do not just watch, participate. Write your vision, make it plain, and watch your world transform. And remember this eternal principle. You are a golden link in the chain of your good. Do not break the chain. Stay faithful to your vision. Stay committed to your written word. And trust that the universe is already arranging everything in your favor. Though it tarry, wait for it will surely come.